Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, and in this video I'm going to be talking about non-renewable energy. So let's get started with coal. Where does coal come from? Coal comes from the remains of plants that lived and died a long time ago. What do we use coal for today? Roughly 91% of the coal mined in the US today is used to make electricity. The steel and iron industries can also use coal for smelting metals. What are two advantages, good things, for coal? One advantage of coal is that it produces carbon dioxide. Another advantage of coal is that it's cheaper than any other fossil fuel. So that means a lot of people have an abundant supply of coal. What are two disadvantages, bad things, of coal? One disadvantage of coal is that it pollutes the air. Another disadvantage of coal is that it affects the trees and water when it mixes with moisture in the air that produces acid rain, and it's very harmful to the human skin. Next, let's talk about oil, also known as petroleum. Where does oil come from? Oil comes from the remains of plants and animals that died a long time ago. What do we use oil for? We use oil for gas, ink, hand lotion, nail polish, heart valves, toothbrushes, dashboards, and so many other things that we use in our day-to-day life. What are two advantages, good things, for oil? One advantage of oil is that it helps people all around the world. Another advantage for oil is that it can be used in many ways, listed above. What are two disadvantages, bad things, for oil? One disadvantage of oil is that it uses petroleum products, and petroleum causes air and water pollution. And since there are so many products made with oil, there is going to be a big impact from that. Another disadvantage of oil is drilling and transporting of oil can endanger wildlife and the environment if it spills into rivers or oceans. Many lives could be lost. Let's talk about natural gas. Where does natural gas come from? Natural gas comes from plants and animals. When they died, they sunk into the bottom of the oceans and eventually turned into rock. What do we use natural gas for? Natural gas can be used for 29.2% of U.S. energy. Industry burns natural gas for heat to manufacture goods. Natural gas is also used as an ingredient in fertilizer, glue, paint, laundry detergent, and many other items. What are two advantages, good things, for natural gas? One advantage for natural gas is that it releases carbon dioxide, like coal. Another advantage of natural gas is that it's the cleanest burning fossil fuel. What are two disadvantages, bad things, for natural gas? One disadvantage of natural gas is it's a non-renewable source, meaning you can't keep using it for a long time. Another disadvantage of natural gas is that it can be hard to get. Let's talk about nuclear energy. Where does nuclear energy come from? Nuclear energy comes from the nucleus of an atom. What do we use nuclear energy for? We use nuclear energy for bombs. I know, pleasant, right? What are two advantages, good things, for nuclear energy? One advantage of nuclear energy is that it doesn't produce any air pollution. Another advantage of nuclear energy is that it has a very little impact on the environment unless there is an accident, like a bomb going off. What are two disadvantages, bad things, for nuclear energy? One disadvantage of nuclear energy is that it can cause mass destruction. Another disadvantage of nuclear energy is that if a single mistake occurs, many lives